Am I allowed to use calculator or not?
Yes. The purpose of this, though, is to see something else. Okay. Try putting the second one into your calculator.
Okay. I got 7 minus 3 square root 3.
That's it. Great. So you're right. It's just entirely numerical. So you can put in the calculator.
Yep.
How would you do 1A?
You'd split it up so that one of them's a square root, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be um, um, 9 and 2.
Yep.
You put them so one big square root, so it'd be brackets 2. But would it be like that?
Square root of 9?
Brackets 2 times 9, close brackets,
No.
and then
No.
that would be it.
Square root of 9?
Oh, 3.
And short way of writing 3 times root 2?
3 root 2.
Yeah. That's it. So you just kind of take out a square number.
Yeah.
How about 1C?
Okay. Ten and 25.
Yeah.
Should be 5 square root 10.
Great. 5 root 10. And believe it or not, it is all numerical. Square root 250, 5 root 10.
Yeah.
And so it automatically simplifies it for you. How would you do 2C?
So it'd be 6 and 4 on the top. Square root 6
Mm-hmm.
times square root 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 2 square root 6 over 2. And then did the 2 cancel out?
And so what are you left with?
Square root 6.
Square root 6. And I actually was going to say your original one, put it in the calculator because it's just numerical. There you go, square root 6. So it works for all of them.
Yeah.
Any questions about that?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Any idea how you do 3B?
No.
So the big idea, let me do a different question. Question 5. What is 2 root 11 plus 3 root 11?
Five root 11.
Correct. 5 root 11. Okay, fine. How would you do root 44 plus 3 root 11?
It's simplify root 44.
What does it simplify down to?
Um, 11 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 2 root 11.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be 5 root 11.
Yes, and so it's actually the same question. It's like adding 2x plus 3x. You have to make
Yeah.
them, they have to be the same so that you can add them. If it was like x and y, you can't. So how would you go about, let's say 4a? Sorry, 3a.
3a. Okay. Wait, so would you make 32, 8 and 4?
Okay.
Which would be 2 square root 8.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do with the 4 for question 3a?
4.
Yeah.
What is 4x short for? Uh, 4x means 4 times x.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
And so 4 root 11 is short for 4 times root 11, and so on.
Okay.
And so it's that times 4.
Oh, okay, right. And then square root 8 becomes 2 and 4,
Yeah.
which would be 2 square root 2.
Okay.
And then you times that by 3, or the 2 at the front. So it'd become
Uh-huh.
6 root 2. And then the other one would be 8 root 8.
Ah, yes. I thought you were talking about this one. So we have 8 root 8 minus 6 root 2.
Yep.
You need to bring them together somehow.
Would you have to simplify them all? So
Yep.
8 root 8 would become 8 root 8 would become 2 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Should be 2 square root 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 times 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should be 16 root 2 minus 6 root 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'd be 10 root 2, right?
That's it. 10 root 2. And 4 root 32 minus 3 root 8. 10 root 2. So again, it's entirely numerical. It's just to practice for when it's algebraic. Yeah, you have to get them so they have the same square root basically. And I suppose you could have, at the point where it was root 8, 8 root 8 minus 3 root 8. That would be 5 root 8, but you'd still have to simplify the root 8 to be to do it that way. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay. Okay, exam question. How do you do top one?
Okay. So 12 becomes 4 root. No. 12 becomes 2 root 3
Okay.
minus 75 becomes 3 and 25
Mm-hmm.
Right, should be 3 root 5.
Say it again, sorry.
3 root 5, right?
3 root 5 like that.
Yep.
Uh,
Would it be the other way around?
Other way around.
Yeah, 5 root 3.
Yeah. You can't square root 3, you can square root 25.
So the answer would be 3 root 3.
That's it. A equals
3.
yes. So here they're saying just get the answer.
Yeah.
These days they will say prove that root 75 minus root 12 is a number in the form a root 3, where a is an integer. So it's just to stop you doing it entirely in your calculator. But sometimes it's fine to do it entirely in your calculator, like question B down here.
Yeah.
What is question B? 5B?
Can I put it into the calculator?
Yep.
4 root 7.
4 root 7. What is A? From question B?
Wait, you want me to do... Oh, A, right, okay, that's 4.
Yeah. No, part A is fine. Great. Great, 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 great. Try 7B with your calculator.
Okay. (37 plus 12 square root 7).
Great. The rest of them are okay. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Okay, how about this one? Any idea how we do this?
Would you convert it back to its original surd? Or no?
Might work. It's not the way I would do it. How would you convert it back to its original?
Would you... Let me check.
Nah, let's not.
Okay.
Any other ideas? So we have to turn this into 3 to the power of something.
Would that be... I don't know.
You have to write 243 as 3 to the power of something.
See. Would you root it by something?
I'd probably just guess a few different things in the calculator.
Okay.
Like 3 squared, 3 cubes, that type of thing.
Three to the power of 5.
Great. And so, how else could you write this question?
Would it be given that 3 to the power of 5? And then work out the third form of it.
How could you write the square root of 3 as 3 to the power of something? Do you know that?
No.
It is power of a half.
Oh, yeah.
And so, how can you rewrite 243 root 3?
3, wait, would it be 3 to the power of 1 over 5?
Step by step. So finish step 1. 3 to the power of 5.
3 to the power of 5. I don't know.
Square root of 3.
Oh, 3 to the power of a half.
A half. And what's in between these two?
What do you mean?
What is 243x short for?
I don't know.
Times 243 times x. So it's like
Oh,
243
oh yeah.
times.
Together.
Yep. You have to now write that as just 1 3 to the power of something. Index rule for multiplying index numbers.
I forgot.
Add the powers. And so 5 plus a half. And so what is that?
5. 1 over 10 or something.
Calculator.
All right.
Five plus a half?
I just got a bunch of numbers in decimal. Decimal.
Just 5 plus a half.
Okay. 11 over 2.
Yeah, that's it. 11 over 2. It's like, 11 halves. There we go. So that's what they're asking you to do here. So you've got this here. Anytime they say write it as 3 to the power of something, or base to the power of something, they want it in index form. So square root is to the power of a half. You change the other number into like the base to the power of whatever it is, and then you bring the two together. A root b is always short for a times root b. It's like times in between them.
Yeah.
Any questions about that one?
I'm a bit confused on this question.
So that's the confusing one. All right. Let me see. I want to try the other book. Practice pure 1. Why is it pure 2? Where's pure 1? Here we go. So 1.5. So for some reason, here we go. Let me just see. There was literally only one. Let me look at the other one. Oh, that's useless. No wonder. It's really... Are they gonna make me come up with my own one? There. I'll come up with my own one.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Right. Hang on. Right. 64 root 2 in the form 2 to the power of a.
Wait, so what do you do then? Because I'm really confused.
Hold on. Copy. So use what you did for this question. Put that there. How can I move this? Hang on. Let me try again. So this is our new question. Put that there.
So it'd be 2 to the power of 6 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 to the power 6 times
A half. Well, 3 times 2 to the power of a half.
So 2 to the power of 6 times, what was it?
2 to the power of a half.
2 to the power of a half.
And then you'd add it, so 2 to the power of 6. Add a half. Which would be 13 over 2.
Well done. And so what's the final answer?
2 to the power of 13 over 2, right?
Yeah, great. I was just making sure. Yeah, so you can kind of see what way that's going to go.
Yeah.
Any questions about that?
No, I understand now, thanks.
Yeah. For some reason, most students don't understand that. I think they're all right. So, surds, what do you give yourself?
Most of it was okay, so I'd probably say between a half and a tick again.
Okay. And that was, to be fair, that was the very last question. So,
Yeah.
those are the ones that aren't easy. Okay. What does this mean? Rationalize the denominator.
You have to rearrange it.
And how do you do that?
I don't know.
What does rationalize the denominator mean?
It means
It means make the denominator a rational number, which means make the bottom number not a square root.
oh, okay.
There's a trick to it. What is root 3 times root 3?
6.
Calculator.
Oh, okay. Three.
Yep.
It cancels them out.
Because it's like squared, square root, opposite of each
Yeah.
other. We have to multiply the top by something, but we don't want to
Maybe
change the value of one
Root
of
3
them.
then.
Correct. Very good. And so,
It'd
what?
be 1 root 3.
Yes, or root 3 for short. It's like 1x.
Yep.
Great. Also, furthermore, 1 over root 3. Calculator automatically rationalizes the denominator for you. How would you do part B?
Okay. Would you times it by root 2, the denominator? You're able to do that.
It's slightly different. What will work, 3 plus root 2, it has to be multiplied by the difference of two squares, it's called.
Yeah.
You have to multiply it by 3 minus root 2.
Okay.
So what do you get there? And you can use calculator.
Okay. 3 plus 2 root 2.
3 plus 2 root 2. How about up the top?
That'll be 1 times 3 minus root 2.
Very good.
That'd be just 3 minus root 2.
3 minus root 2. Very good. We've eaten our vegetables. So, calculator. 1 over 3 plus root 2. Oh, it got even simpler. Okay, so it simplified it even further.
Yeah.
Let me check your thing. 3 plus... No. Your denominator isn't right because it has a square root in it and it's supposed to not have a square root in it. What did you put into your calculator? Did you do 3 plus root 2 times 3 minus root 2?
I think I added them.
You did this. I'll tell.
Oh right. Oh yeah, times them.
Which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Which is good. However, it is times all of the first times all the second, and so brackets.
Oh yeah.
The calculator's doing bit miss. Put the whole thing in a bracket, and there you go. You get 7.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just fix that. So to get rid of to rationalize, how do you rationalize a denominator?
You times itself by the denominator, right?
Yeah. And what do you have to do to the numerator?
You times it by whatever you rationalized for the denominator.
What if it is in the form like a plus b root 2?
You'd make
a plus root b. Sorry.
It would be the plus would turn into a minus.
Correct. What would you have to multiply the top and bottom by for this one, for question C?
Root 5 plus root 2.
Correct. Root 5 plus root 2. Root 5 plus root 2. Great. Okay, so all of these, we ate our vegetables. Let's see. Top one is, so I'm just going to do 2c root 75 over root 125, and there you go. So gets you the answer. You don't have to struggle it any more than that. Even something as complicated as 4c down here, you could put that's just entirely numbers. It could go entirely in the calculator.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you do question 5, exam question?
Okay. So you'd rationalize the denominator first.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 2 over 2 minus root 3 times 2 plus root 2 over root 3 over 2 plus root 3.
That's 1 mark, and it's a 2 mark question. Writing down the correct answer is the 2nd mark. How would you do the rest of this question?
Can I put it into a calculator?
Yeah, what would you put into your calculator?
2. Can you put the whole fraction into the calculator? That change the answer.
Which fraction?
Like both fractions multiplied by each other, or do you need brackets?
The way I wrote it down will work.
Okay.
But you can also legally cheat and just put the question in.
Yeah.
So you have shown your working out, you've shown your method, and let's just say for this sake, okay, for our own sanity, times fraction 2 plus root 3 over 2 plus root 3.
I got 4 plus 2 root 3.
Yeah, and you get the same answer.
Yeah.
Regardless. The calculator is automatically rationalizing the denominator for us.
Yeah.
4 plus 2 root 3. So 4 plus 2 root 3. So there we've shown our method. Here we've shown our accuracy. And so 2 marks, you don't need to do more work than that.
Yeah.
How would you do 6b?
A. So I'll do that first.
No. 6b.
6B. Okay. So it'd be 3 minus root 5 over 3 minus root 5.
Yeah. What would you do next?
Put it into the calculator.
What would you put into your calculator?
7 fraction 7 plus root 5 over 3 plus root 5 multiplied by.
Do you need to do the whole multiplied by bit?
No, you can just put the question in, can't you?
Yeah. What do you get?
Putting it in now. Four minus root 5.
4 minus root 5. 3 marker. What is A? What is B?
It's 2 and 2. Would it not be?
How did you get 2 and 2?
I don't know. I just think that A and B should be 2 plus 2, which would equal to 4.
No. A plus B root 5. Match them up. What number is A?
A, but not 4. Would it be 4?
So A is 4. And any idea about B?
Would it be 0?
1. Yes, 1. And because it's like 1x, 1 root 5.
Yeah.
Something's missing though.
Plus.
Minus. Yeah. It's a little trick there. It would be like minus x is the same as minus 1x.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And let me just show you something as well before I move on. Plus, I think you reached this part. 3 plus root 5. And then you're going to do times and do the whole thing properly.
Yeah.
You can just press the delete button, the blue delete button, and that just goes back one space.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to do the whole thing. If you press AC, oh no, the whole thing's blank. But you can always press up if you had it saved previously.
Yeah.
Let's see. So big picture. Yeah, show you're working out. And then just put the question into the calculator.
Yeah.
Any questions about any of those?
Nope.
That's good. Let's see this one. It's fine. Fine. I just put the whole question in the calculator.
Yep.
Oh, there's a little. Oh, no. Okay. Here's what my calculator gave me. Practice time. Okay, they wanted it as P plus Q root 5. What is P? What is Q? Any idea about
that? For the question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I just put it in my calculator now then?
Here's the answer.
That's the answer.
Yep.
Okay.
So what is P? What is Q? Any idea about that?
Would P be minus 7?
Close. This can be split up. Minus 7 over 4 plus this one is like 1 root 5, and so it's like 1 over 4 root 5, and so that can be split up. And so what actually is P? You said it was minus 7. What is it?
Yeah. Oh, -6 would be -6.
It would be -7/4.
Oh, okay.
What is Q?
Would be 1 square root 5/4, or just 1/4.
Just 1/4. Very good. Yep. So that one you can, if you've got two fractions.
Yep.
Plus 3 over 7. You can bring them together. But you can also do that same process in reverse.
Yeah.
You can say 2 plus 3 over one thing. You know, you can split them up, and so that's all I did there. Split them up. Tricky one. Any questions about that one?
Nope.
Tricky. Okay, algebra time. So now we can't use calculator. Okay, question 7.
Okay.
Actually, I have the book open. So that's exam question 7. 1 second. Wow, that's just a jump. It's a jump, all right. 1 second. No. We're taking the leap. All right, let's try it.
Okay. Would you split them up?
Yeah, what would you get?
3x to the power of 5 over square root of x.
Mm-hmm.
And then is there a minus in between?
Mm-hmm.
Two fractions minus x to the power of 5 over 2 over square root of x.
Mm-hmm.
So would the first fraction become 2x to the power of 4? Would that be incorrect?
Let's start with the second fraction. We're aiming to get it as x to the power of something. So eventually we want that to be like x to the power of something. How can you make the bottom part of the fraction as x to the power of something?
To the power of a half.
Very good. Any idea what you do next?
Take away the
Yes.
thingy, the fraction, not the fractions, the indices.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 4 over 2.
Correct. Simplify.
So it'd be x to the power of 4 over 2.
Yep. And what is 4 divided by 2?
2.
Yep. Okay. Something similar with the other one.
Okay. So it'd be 3x to the power of 5 over x to the power of a half.
Mm-hmm. What's next?
And then it would be 5 minus a half.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 4.5, but that'd be a fraction.
4.5 is fine.
4.5. Okay.
And so what's the full thing?
Would it still be 3x?
Yes.
3x to the power of 4.5, but it's better if you convert it into a fraction.
Okay, turn it
So
into a fraction.
Yes. So would it be 11 over 2?
Yep.
Wait, no, yeah.
And don't forget, calculator, 4.5 press equals, 9 over 2.
9 over 2, yeah.
It's a good thing I checked. Okay. Write down the values of P and Q.
So P equals 3x to the power of 9 over 2.
What is P? Just P.
Just P. So P equals 9/2.
Yeah. Q.
Q equals 2.
Very good. Value. It's just a number.
Yep.
Great. You did great splitting that up. Great
Yep.
idea. They wanted as basically x to the power of something, and so changed all of the question to x to the power of something.
Yep.
Question 8, also exam question.
Okay. So you split it up. Can you split it up? It's in brackets.
Let's not yet. Yeah, we can't because the bracket is kind of holding that together.
Yep.
We have to do like BIDMAS brackets first. So how do we do this one?
Would you have to get rid? Wait. You have to get rid of the brackets and the square first.
Mm-hmm.
So would you square root the whole top fraction?
No, it's not an equation, so that would change it. Like this one here, p is 9/2. You can't just say p is 3/2.
Yeah.
By square rooting it, you've just that would change it.
Yeah.
You would expand the bracket. How do you expand 7 minus 2 root x squared?
Would you times?
This was the one vegetable we didn't eat. Hang on. I wanted to. Okay. What is. No. Yeah. Yes. What is 4 question C?
Okay. So it would be 24 minus. Could you times the 4 by the square root of 7?
Mm-hmm. What do you get?
Would it just be 4 root 7?
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be minus 6 root 7.
6 root.
Oh, roots 3, 7. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would just be minus root. No, it'd just be root 21.
Plus or minus?
Minus. Or plus. Oh, because the 2 minuses cancel out.
Yeah.
So they make it plus.
Yes. What would be? How would you start? Question B.
Should be 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 plus. Well, no, wait, not yet. And then it'd be minus 2 root 2 because 1 times 2 root 2 is just 2 root 2. And then plus 3 root 2. And then minus 2 root 4.
That's great. And you can simplify that, but I'm not worried about
Yep.
that. How would you start 7B if you were doing it non-calculator? How do you deal with a square bracket?
Would you
Do you know how to expand a square bracket?
Oh yeah, it'd be just 2 root 7 plus 3, and then 2 root 7 plus 3. Right.
Yep, and then you would just expand it normally.
Okay.
We've eaten our vegetables. Okay, question 8.
Okay. So it'd be 7 minus 2 root x. And then 7 minus 2 root x. Then you expand it.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 14.
That's plus.
14, 40, 49.
Mm-hmm.
And then minus 2 square root 7x.
That would be if this was root 7. This is 7, so it's times the...
So 2. So it'd be 7 times 2, right? Which would be minus 14. And then square root x.
Well done.
And then it'd be minus 14 square root x again.
Mm-hmm.
And then plus 4 square root x squared.
Very good. And okay, can we simplify that?
Yeah. Should be 49 minus 28 square root x squared.
Just square root x.
Oh, okay. And then plus 4 square root x squared.
Do you know what the square root of x squared is?
Just x.
Well done. What is next?
And then you put it into the fraction again.
Mm-hmm.
Over square root x. Then could you split it up into 3 fractions?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 49 over x square root x minus 28 square root x over square root x, and then plus 4x over square root x. And then one second.
Similar to this one.
Oh yeah. So it'd be 49. So it would be 49 over x to the power of a half, right?
Yeah.
And then so everything is to the power over all the x is up to the power of a half.
Yeah, including this one on the top. Anything square root power of a half. This last one, 4x, doesn't have a square root.
So it doesn't. Okay, it stays the same. X to the power of a half. And then would you square root 49?
We want everything as to the power of x, basically. How did we simplify this one once we got it as everything to the power of a half, or x to the power of something?
Rationalized.
No. How did you go from this point here to this?
Yep. Oh, you times the fractions.
No.
Powers.
You had 5 over 2, 1 over 2. You got 4 over 2.
Oh, the x's cancel out in the bottom.
Yeah, and the rule for index numbers, dividing index numbers?
They take away.
Yeah. Let's start with the very last one, 4x over x to the half.
So would it be 4x to the half?
It would be, yeah, because that's like x to the 1.
Yeah.
So that was 4x to the half. Any idea about the middle one?
Would it just be 28x?
X is the same as x to the 1. What is a half?
So it'd be... Would the halves cancel out?
The whole thing would cancel out. Anything divided by itself is 1. So it'd be like 28 times 1.
Oh, so just be 28 then?
Yeah. Any idea how you write the first one? Because there's no x on the top. You need it as 49x to the power of something. So kind of up the top instead of on the bottom. Any idea what that would be?
49. I don't know.
Minus a half.
Oh, to put it into a fraction.
Yeah, so it's the reverse of that, like x to the minus 3 is the same as 1 over x to the positive 3.
Yeah.
It's just the reverse of that.
Yeah.
And that's what they wanted it in that form. And so what is A, what is B, what is C?
A is 49x to the power of a half, minus a half.
Just A. They already gave us the...
Oh, 49.
Yeah.
B is 28 and C is 4. But B is minus 28.
Very good.
And C is 4.
Oh, hang on.
It says it wants it like A and B to be added. And
No. They had just have them in a different order.
oh.
So one has an x to the power of a half.
Oh,
the other
so it'd be 4. So B would be 4.
So B is 4, yeah.
And C is minus 28.
So they're tricky.
Yeah.
C is actually plus 28 because they already have the minus.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of a trick. But I think if we wrote this, we should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let us see. To expand the square bracket, write it twice. Expand. They wanted it in the form of x to the power of something. And so you put everything as x to the power of something. In this case, it was mostly to the power of a half. Yeah. And then you index rule.
Yeah.
Any question about that one?
Nope.
So, let's see this one. That's not too bad. Find the area. It's just multiplying it.
Yeah.
Did we get most of it? We did. Okay, let me just go back quickly. That was the other time. Let's see. How do you expand surds when they're just numerical, no algebra?
You just times whatever's in the two brackets together.
You just calculator. You can see here.
Oh, just use calculators. Yeah.
I literally just typed the question into the calculator, and it automatically expanded it for me.
Yeah.
it'll automatically simplify surds. It will
Yeah.
automatically rationalize the denominator. How do you rationalize a denominator?
Well, it depends if it has, say, if it's 3 plus square root 2, it would be 3 minus square root 2.
Yes.
And then on the top, it would also be 3 minus square root 2.
And if it was just one root by itself?
It would just be root 3.
Yeah. What's the trick for these types of questions? Write it as...
You just use 3. You get 3, square root 3, and then it's just 3 by itself, and then you find the number it's root squared, not squared by, to the power of, to give you the answer 243. And then you times it by 3 to the power of a half, so it gets rid of the square root. And then that's your answer.
Yep. And here we had it, to the power of 2. Just write the first number as 2 to the power of something, second number as 2 to the power of something. So basically, if they want it as 3 to the power of something, write everything as 3 to the power of something and simplify. Write everything as 2 to the power of something and simplify. And eventually with the algebra, what we were doing was write everything as x to the power of something and then simplify. So this comes up a lot, this a plus b stuff, and you just have to compare the numbers. Just watch out for that. Root 5 is 1 root 5. You're very good at this bit, the breaking them down. Let me just see this one. The diagram shows a rectangle. I'll just quickly do that. That's a calculator thing. But other than that, that's all of chapter 1. And so what do you give yourself for all of chapter 1?
Probably a half.
Hey, that's all right. And so how was that for you, Adam?
That was fine.
And so do you want to start chapter 2 next time or something else? Okay. Any questions for me in general?
Nope.
All right. Well done, Adam. You did great. And I look forward to talking again next week.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Have a good week. Goodbye.